In this video I'm going to show you guys how to make the TIE Big Gun, also known as a TIE Experimental M1 from Star Wars. Now if you guys are new to the channel at all, we do a lot of time lapses and tutorials just like this one, so make sure to hit that subscribe button. Also guys, if you're interested in more Star Wars tutorials, I'll leave a link in the card above, as well as in the description to a full playlist that you guys can check out after this video. Anyway, let's get into building. Alright, so here we are on my flat tutorial world guys. So it's very similar, if not exactly the same as a normal TIE fighter, but with these big guns on it really. So you lose the small laser cannons there, get these big chonkers on the side. So it's 7 blocks long, 9 blocks wide, and 7 blocks high. Materials, we're going to be kind of doing this in stages, so it's just going to be initial materials. Polished andesite block, polished deep slate block, polished andesite wall, chiseled stone brick, anvil. You're going to need some banners as well. We're going to get onto that, and that's because the anvil sits on top of a banner. So we're going to need the stripes. So these are black banners, and they've just got a light grey, and they've got the kind of strip going through them, and you just do them either side. You're going to need a lightning rod, and also a polished andesite slab. That's going to get us started. Like I said, going to need more stuff than that, but yeah, we'll get started. So if you are building it in the grid, which again is 7 blocks long and it is 9 blocks wide, then what we're going to be doing from any of the sides or any of the shorter sides, we're going to have 3 blocks of your andesite, 3 blocks of deep slate on top, another 3 blocks of deep slate on top of that. In the middle of the next one, we're going to have an andesite block, either side of that, polished deep slate. 3 blocks of deep slate on top, 1, 2, 3, and then do the same again. And then finally, you can have andesite blocks on top. So you just get this kind of panel, and it's the same as all the other ones I've been doing. So on the front of this now, we're just going to have the middle 3 blocks are going to be andesite. Going down the sides like that. Then we're going to have our andesite wall on these bits here, like that. There we go. So what we're going to do now is we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then we're going to do the same thing. So we get andesite on the bottom, 3 blocks of your deep slate, 3 blocks of deep slate on top of that. In the middle, an andesite block, then polished deep slate either side of that. We're going to have deep slate on the top, and then another layer of deep slate, and then finally our andesite. And then on that middle 3 blocks, we're going to have our andesite blocks, and andesite blocks down the side. And that is what you're going to get. Then just cover these up here, where you got the deep slate block with an andesite wall. On each of those 4. Get rid of these guide blocks now. But there we go. That gives us a good starting point. So we can now get rid of at least the andesite. Not really much else. On the sides now, what we're going to do is where we've got that block of andesite, we're going to have a chiseled stone brick block. And on the top and underneath this, we're going to have an andesite slab. Then with these stripes that we've got, we're going to have them going across. So you basically, from the center of this kind of bit, that's where you're going to have those striping off out to. Like that. Now we can put an anvil on the top of this one. And then with a lightning rod, we're going to come forwards with 2. Knock this first one out so that it has the chunkier bit next to the anvil. That gives you a big gun. That's why it's called Big Gun. And then on the other side, the exact same thing. So we just get these banners in first. Chiseled stone brick. Anvil. Slabs on the top. Slabs underneath. 2 lightning rods coming out of that one there. There we go. So that's what you get. You get the big guns on that thing. So we can now get rid of an anvil. We can get rid of the lightning rod. Can't get rid of the banners yet, but we can in a second. So what we'll actually do, I think, is put these banners in on the inside. So it's the same kind of thing. Different way of me doing it. I've done every other one where the banners are last, except this one, because that's how the thing kind of hangs off of it. Now we can get rid of banners. There we go. Get rid of those. Bin them. We can actually bin the deep slate block as well, come to think of it. So if we grab some more blocks, we've got a polished andesite slab. We're also going to need a stair and a block. We're going to need grey stained glass, warped trapdoor, a polished andesite slab, iron trapdoor, and we're going to need a deep slate wall and a crimson button. That will give us, I think, all of the things we need to do this. We'll see. So what we're going to do first is just where we've got that andesite block, we're just going to place one either side of that. Then what we're going to do is come forwards and have 3 blocks of glass going across the front. And we're going to put one on the top and one underneath of each of those just to make a nice cross shape. So that's what we've got going on there. Then with our polished andesite stair, have a stair here, upside down stair, upside down stair. Underneath this, have your andesite slab. And we're going to have iron trapdoors around all of those bits. And on the inside, stair here, upside down stair here, upside down stair here, normal stair there, just so you get a little bit more space in the cockpit. Then at the back, upside down stair, normal stair, normal stair. And then block, 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 like that. And then at the back, polished deep slate wall, that's what I was trying to say. Then a crimson button either side of that. Over the top, we're going to have a polished deep slate slab, just to cover that bit up. And then we're going to put our iron trapdoors over those bits there. And then, oh yeah, the warped trapdoors. So on these bits, everything except for the middle one, we're going to put warped trapdoors on. So put those down there. And then if you've got access to the debug stick, we're going to put iron trapdoors on the side. But if you don't, you can either leave them as they are or put warp trapdoors down. So we're just going to put those 2 there for the time being. On this bit here, we're just going to have a... That doesn't feel right. I think I did iron trapdoors. I know I did something, but I was just looking at it going, something doesn't look right. So yeah, right on these pylons, we're just going to have iron trapdoors on the top and underneath. So right in there like that. We're going to grab ourselves, firstly, a stone button, so I don't forget about that. But the next one is going to be a debug stick. So give my name, or your name in your case, debug stick. There we go. We're also going to put one on the front here, and one on the back here, and one on the back here. So what we want to do, with our left click, we can then find the property which says it's selected open false, and we want to whack that down to true. So you right click it to get it to go to true. And you can then just keep on clicking those until you got the whole thing closed down, which is good. And then finally with our stone button, we're going to have that there on the inside, just there on that one, there, and there. It's all about the tiny little details which nobody's going to notice, or if you miss them, nobody's going to care. But the only other thing we can do actually, before I forget, debug stick with here, is that the property, which is south is low, we can switch that to tool, and that will just make it go up. So that, you can see this little gap up here. If we right click that, whoops, there you go, set it to tool, that'll go up. And we want the north one to go up as well, and it's just on those ones. The bottom ones are absolutely fine, they're all connected up, so you don't need to worry about them at all. But guys, that is it for this tutorial, so hopefully you guys have enjoyed this one. If you have, make sure to comment, like and subscribe, and as always guys, I'll see you on the next one.